If you do anything wrong in your life, and I find out about it, I'm gonna try to take everything away from you. And I don't care when I find out. Could be today, tomorrow, 15, 20 years from now. If I find out, you're fucking finished. Who's that? That's you.
So I did not want to go back and forth with Katt Williams like that. That bothered me so bad. That really bothered me.
It was a setup.
Right.
And remember, they tried to kill me this same weekend. Not in jokes, with a real gun in my real face on real camera. Understand, I'm losing my life.
The exclusive security video from the Atlanta Comedy Theater in Gwinnett County. You can see Wanda Smith and her husband by the front door. Watch as Katt Williams.
If you've been scrolling through socials this week, you already know the chaos. Katt Williams is back in the headlines and folks are trying to cancel him all over again. This time, it ain't about anything new, but an old clip with the late talk show host Wanda Smith. The infamous moment where Katt roasted her straight to her face on her own show.
I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me it doesn't say heat up water. That's the only step in broccoli, heat up water?
Simmer.
Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you burn broccoli?
Now, people are saying Katt didn't just embarrass Wanda. Some swear he destroyed her career, a career she had built for decades. And the internet, they're out here labeling Katt a POS for what went down that day.
That's why I don't be coming out doing comedy all the time, because y'all niggas is the worst motherfuckers I've ever tried to entertain in my fucking...
The wild part is, all this started heating up again right after Katt recently apologized for clowning Michael Jackson in one of his old comedy specials. He admitted those MJ jokes were wrong, and now fans are pressing him, saying if he apologized to Michael's family, then he better apologize to Wanda's family too.
I shouldn't have, honestly. Some of these things are the reason that the enemy decides to go ahead and let you be famous, is your ability to tear down your own kind, no matter how high they are.
But here's the twist. Not everybody is rocking with that story. Dave Chappelle came out swinging in Katt's defense, saying that what happened with Wanda wasn't cruelty, it was comedy. According to Dave, Katt was just being Katt, clapping back the way he always does when somebody comes for him. Chappelle even dragged the cancel crowd, calling out people for digging into old clips just to find dirt, especially when it's something that happened years ago.
This might be the noblest of professions. Robin Williams had a bar that I loved. He said comedy is the only job you can have where you can use everything you know. And that's true. You can use more than you know. You can use what you think. Use it. Don't be afraid. Don't let these bitch-ass niggas button your lip. Say it anyway.
So now we gotta break it all down. What really happened between Katt and Wanda, why this old interview keeps getting dragged back into the spotlight, and why Dave thinks fans are blowing this way out of proportion. And just to refresh, Katt's apology to Michael Jackson's family hit different. He admitted that back then he didn't realize the bigger game being played behind the scenes. Katt said straight up that those who gave him the stage and signed the checks had their own agenda, to make black men tear each other apart for laughs. That revelation had people calling him a hypocrite, with social media claiming he owes way more apologies, including one to Wanda Smith's family.
Wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish,
at under the sound
because
of my
she's
voice,
real.
do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt. The only thing before that in the movie with me is I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy, and then all of a sudden divorced him, then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't, and then now we're at Brad Pitt. So hey, you can say whatever you want. She said she got a disease, but JJ, don't nobody check for that. I support Linnell, Melanie Camacho, Miss Laura, all the people that got skipped over in the list between now and then. There's no shade to nobody. We are in the only business where, as a black woman, what you look like is not supposed to be held against you. And time again, they show you that you can be sidetracked by anything light-skinned.
One user went off, writing, Katt Williams is a POS for what he did to Wanda Smith. Another clapped back with, I remember when Katt cooked Wanda on live radio. Everybody in Atlanta was laughing and rocking with Katt. It was funny, but he gets too full of himself disrespecting folks.
That's dope. You cook? Do you cook for your kids?
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook that they are proud of. Like, Dad made some. You got the best spaghetti. You got the best steak. What do you have? Say, what do they like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean...
You answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're a strong black woman. Is it okay for me to answer?
Come on.
You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed over the airwaves.
Now Wanda Smith passes, and suddenly the whole city want to act like they had her back the whole time. Please, I would haunt you lames. But let's be real. It ain't all hate. Plenty of people are still riding for Katt, and leading the charge is none other than Dave Chappelle. Dave straight up compared this mess to when people tried to cancel him over his jokes about the trans community. His words, comedy is supposed to be the last safe zone for truth, the one place where you can say what's on your mind. According to him, no comedian should ever let themselves get muzzled.
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple? Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Wanda knows she did.
I'm what?
She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys, yeah.
They like for me to, I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey,
they
right now,
love-
look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me he doesn't say heat up water.
But here's where things get wild. This story isn't just about cancel culture. Katt has claimed that Wanda and her husband didn't just take offense to his jokes, they literally tried to come after him in real life over that radio roast.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you.
Station Viewer 3, your hair is kind of...
That joint was...
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
Come here.
While you on air.
Come
so
on.
they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry. Ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hands moving while we talk.
Are you all right this morning?
Yeah, it wasn't just words being thrown. It allegedly escalated way beyond the mic.
Hey, Wanda Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600,
Whatever, little mama.
I'm little mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
And what
girl.
are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
Oh, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
yes,
big
ma'am.
in prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay.
No.
Let's rewind to September 2018. Katt and comedian Red Grant stopped by Frank and Wanda in the morning while Red was promoting a run of shows in Atlanta. What should have been a simple 20-minute sit-down turned into B103's most viral clip ever. And for good reason. Wanda thought she could toss a little shade Katt's way, but it backfired instantly. Katt flipped the whole interview into a full-blown roast session, and Wanda never stood a chance.
I just want to talk to you because you just won an Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this is in Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you and to thank you for what you did putting the city on.
Right, okay.
And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't going to talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never going to call you out of your name. I'm never going to say anything disrespectful to people that look like like you. It's a very thin line I gotta call, but this lady is trying to embarrass me.
And it didn't stop there. Katt even started firing shots at Tiffany Haddish, saying she landed that Netflix bag without ever doing a full comedy tour. Katt didn't stop at Tiffany's Netflix deal. He went even harder, claiming nobody could name a single original joke she had ever written. From there, he blew the whole conversation wide open, pointing out how the industry constantly sidelines talented black female comedians while pushing Tiffany to the front like she's the only one that matters. According to Katt, that wasn't by accident. He said Tiffany was the safe pick, handpicked by industry higher-ups to please white audiences. That's when Wanda tried to step in, saying Tiffany popped off because she was real. But Katt shut that all the way down, saying Tiffany only shot up in the black female comedy lane for 2 reasons. She always talked about dating white men, and she had lighter skin. By then, the energy in that studio was tense. You could cut it with a knife. Wanda tried to lighten it up, tossing Katt a random question about whether he even knew how to cook for his kids. But instead of brushing it off, Katt unleashed a rapid-fire roast session that had everybody on edge. For a split second, it looked like things cooled off. They shared a laugh, the vibe loosened up. But Katt wasn't done.
In front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or been over there.
You did
but I have no hatred of over there, and how dare you?
You did a number on it, though.
Hey.
You did a number on it. That's legendary.
Out of nowhere, he flipped the table again, clowning Wanda's kids and turning the whole sit-down into a one-man comedy special. At first, Wanda tried to laugh along, but you could see it all over her face. She was burning inside. So she switched tactics and tried to throw dirt on Katt, dragging up his old legal problems and even clowning his hair. But that move backfired bad. Katt just flipped it on her and kept swinging. And just when the interview was wrapping up, Wanda couldn't resist one more shot. She called him Lil Mama, and even hinted that Katt might be gay. But Katt wasn't having it, not for a second. He shut that down instantly. Watching Wanda get roasted that bad on her own show was straight up painful. It looked like she couldn't escape the humiliation no matter how hard she tried. But then things went from jokes to deadly serious. Wanda wasn't about to let that embarrassment slide, and the situation allegedly exploded. Word is, she sent her husband and even her son to confront Katt face-to-face, with a weapon in play. This all went down on September 15th, 2018, right outside the Atlanta Comedy Theater, where Wanda was hosting a comedy night. That's when her husband, Lamorris, pulled up in the parking lot, and it wasn't empty-handed. Security footage later surfaced showing the chaos as Katt and Wanda exchanged words, only for her husband to appear and suddenly chase Katt down. The police report says Lamorris admitted he ran after Katt, but denied pointing a gun, claiming he just dropped it by accident while running. Wanda spun her own version later on her radio show, saying Katt showed up just to clown her, and her man was only stepping up to defend her honor.
Comedians until afterwards. I just know that it was a setup.
Right.
And remember, they tried to kill me this same weekend. Not in jokes, with a real gun in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life for participating in something that goes along with my job. Like, it's 2 comedians, what do you mean? And the world was okay with it because it was me. Had that happened to anyone else, the world went crazy when Will smacked Chris. This is a person pulling a whole gun on a comedian in the confines of their job. It's really a weird situation when they hate you that bad.
Yeah.
But then came the bombshell. TMZ leaked security footage that appeared to show Lamorris actually holding a gun while chasing Katt into a nearby grocery store. Now, fair point. The footage didn't clearly show Lamorris aiming it at Katt, and he insisted he wasn't trying to shoot anybody. Still, the fact that video evidence was out there made the whole thing look way worse, and the fallout didn't end there. Fast forward to January 2019, Wanda suddenly got fired from Atlanta's B103. The station never gave an official explanation, but speculation went wild. Many pointed back to her calling Katt Lil Mama and hinting he was gay live on air. In a city like Atlanta, home to one of the largest Black LGBTQ communities, that move likely sealed her fate. Katt stayed silent when Wanda got fired. He didn't comment, didn't throw shade, didn't even defend himself. It actually took him years before he ever spoke on the situation. Finally, in January 2024, during his sit-down on Club Shay Shay, Katt broke it all down and gave his side of the story. According to him, the whole clash started before the cameras even rolled. Wanda allegedly promised she wouldn't bring up his legal issues or his kids. But the second Katt spoke on Tiffany Haddish, Wanda switched it up. She went straight for his kids and his time behind bars. That's when everything spiraled out of control. Katt also claimed Wanda was trying to humiliate him in front of her LGBTQ fan base, and he believes that is the real reason the station eventually cut ties with her. In his words, it wasn't just a roast gone wrong, it was a setup. He even doubled down on the chaos with Wanda's husband, saying he felt like the whole thing was a trap and that Wanda really tried to get him taken out all because of a joke. Fast forward to October 2024, Wanda tragically passed away just one day after turning 58. And once again, Katt said nothing. No public statements, no condolences, not even a tweet. Fans were split. Some argued Katt was smart not to say anything because if he had, the internet would have called him fake and hypocritical. Others wondered if maybe he reached out to Wanda's family in private and just didn't want to make it public. But now, with social media digging this whole saga back up, people are once again trying to cancel Katt, even though, by his account, he almost lost his life over a roast. And that right there proves Dave Chappelle's point. Cancel culture is killing comedy before our eyes. So now I gotta ask, how do you feel about all this? Should Katt Williams apologize to Wanda Smith's family just like he apologized to Michael Jackson's? Or are people reaching way too far trying to drag him down? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.